And away from the COVID-19 pandemic, civil society organizations in collaboration with civil society voices for #Endsars victims have added their voices to the national discourse surrounding the report submitted to the Lagos State Governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, by the Judicial Panel of Inquiry. In a press conference, the CSOs urged the government to protect Endsars victims from harassment. Galaxy's Solomon Ofem now reports.
The report submitted to Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu by the Lagos Judicial Panel of Inquiry on restitution for victims of SARS-related abuses and other matters have continued to generate discussions in and outside Nigeria. The Minister for Information, Lai Mohammed, coming out days later to dismiss the panel's report, has generated even more reactions. Civil society organizations in collaboration with civil society voices for #Endsars victims have added their voices to the national discourse via a press conference where they urged the government to protect Endsars victims from harassment.
A few days ago, we were made aware of the unwholesome and cowardly attacks and warnings of doom on victims, activists and lawyers of the Endsars movement. We condemn most vehemently the violent and bloody attack on Kamsi Ibe, which took place in the evening of Sunday, November 21, 2021. Kamsi was also a victim of the army and police brutality at the Lekki toll gate last year. Her attack last Sunday was accompanied by threats of further mayhem by her assailants against other Endsars activists. On Monday, the 22nd of November 2021, Dabira Oluwa also received a threat dropped on her car, warning that she was the next on the line to be attacked. We also note the threat of assassination against the persons of Barrister Olu Adegboruwa, Wiseman Kunle, and Barrister Faroti.
We need protection for all these women, all these youths that have come out under our law. Witnesses must be given protection. It is the responsibility of the Lagos State government and the federal government to unravel the people that have been going around harassing and attacking victims in the first place of the Lekki shooting.
I sat down with my papers and leaflets until they began to attack people before we now realized that something was happening. Some of us played a role in ensuring that those who were apprehended were not killed, so that there could be evidence that that happened. Those young men, I still have their pictures, about 3 or 4, were handed over to the police who were stationed at the Lagos State House of Assembly. This is 1 year after. Where are they? There's no evidence that they have been prosecuted or taken to court. And it's very clear that it's these same people who are still on the prowl.
The CSOs took a swipe at the federal government for dismissing the panel's report. They said the Lagos Endsars panel gave a true account of what happened at Lekki on October 20, 2020, after thorough investigations.
You don't dispute what is so evident. You don't dispute what is a notorious fact. Everybody saw it. Myself sitting down here, that fateful night, that tragic night of 20th of October 2020, it was live streamed, and I watched it from my handset. I saw the shooting. It was going on. I don't need to even hear from the members of the panel. I saw it myself. Now, I don't know why Lai Mohammed is making us look like stupid people before the rest of the world. The first thing is that, was there any shooting on that night? The answer is yes. We all saw it. As we nobody was killed. Shooting at unarmed civilian is a crime.
That is the unfortunate thing about what has happened. That we're thinking that they would have learned a lesson. That Nigerian youths in their numbers in an unprecedented manner one day arose and decided that enough is enough and that they wanted a better country in which to live. We are not going to run away from these people because Nigeria belongs to all of us. It's as simple as that. And so instead of them to learn lessons, all of a sudden they are trying to change the narrative of a report that we all know about. There is no Nigerian that is fooled, except those ones who want to be fooled. We have seen videos, we have seen, things that happened to Nigerians.
The Lagos Endsars panel has continued to receive applaud for their boldness, objectivity, and a political stance in carrying out the investigation that gave birth to the report submitted to Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. For Galaxy Television News, Solomon Ofem.